Alright, I'm going to show you how to replace a bubbler on these front face button water coolers. The first thing you got to do after taking off the cover plate, shut the water off. It's usually behind it in the closet. Once you get the cover plate off, you'll see these little pins. There's a center piece that's done off compression. There's a center piston. I'm going to try to do this one-handed. Take something sharp, push this pin in. Once you get the pin pushed in, it should pop right out. Same thing on this side. See the center compression pin? Push it through. Take your finger, just push the plastic piece out. Once that's out, you're going to lift it right out. And you'll see you've got these little plastic button tabs here. Those operate this, so when you push it, when you push the side one, it pushes down on this plastic tab and then pushes down on this. So every time that thing pushes down, it operates the bubbler from all three sides. Left side does the same thing. Okay, once you got your plastic pieces out of there, you want to make sure that you don't lose them, obviously. Set them up here. I like to leave them in the cylinder. So that I don't have to fight it when I go to put it back in. And leave it kind of set just like that. Okay, and there's your bubbler, which is usually adjustable through this center hole right here. So you take this is the green spring bubbler. So you take your Leatherman, which any real plumber should have, unscrew that. The bubbler comes right out. Usually this little black gasket will be stuck in there. You got to pry that out. 2 prongs. 2 prongs. Finger in there and clean that out. Prongs, and you twist it until it locks in place. You take your little piece here. There's your retaining nut. You put your trusty dusty Leatherman back in there. Tighten it just snug. You don't need to crank on it or you'll break the damn thing. Alright, that's it. Bubbler replaced. Rocket scientist not needed. Slide this bad boy back in place. Make sure you get your plastic tabs underneath those levers on both sides. And then you line up your holes here so that when you push that little plastic piece back in there, which you can see, I like to use my Allen key here to try to shove the base of it in first. The video is going to be a little crazy, so I'm trying to do this with one hand. I'm going to put it down for a second. I can push this cylinder in. Okay, so once you get the base of that compression pin in, you'll see that you still have this pin back here. You secure this thing in place by pushing on this. Notice how you see that pin come through? That means it's locked in place. Pretty easy, right? I'm gonna do this one too. In. Just gotta drive the rod through there. Oop, a little too much. Push that back a little bit. Alright, and as you can see, when you push on this, it pushes down, and that pushes forward, it pushes on the spring of the bubbler. Alright, we're ready to turn the water on. Just to show you, this is the bubbler right here. So when you push that, it comes on. Push on. And you'll notice that it is no longer leaking around the throat of this thing anymore. So you want to test push on this to make sure it's enough. Make sure your height is right. If it's not right, you adjust it using your foot. Like this. You tighten or loosen the bubbler nut. Give the amount of water that you want. And that's it. You put the cover back on, and you're now a plumber.